Hey guys, it's me, Meteor. Now, after working at Office Max for about, what was it, like 8, 9 months? I don't know. But I've got a lot of experience with retail now, and whenever I go to a retail store and I see their upselling techniques, I can never look at retail the same way, because I always see them trying to upsell and try to contact with the customer and get their needs, which makes sense. I mean, you're trying to understand what the customer wants before you get it to them, okay? But there's one particular place that just drives me nuts with their upselling techniques. Um, this place is known as Tivana. Yes, I love tea. I always have it unsweetened, and I actually this tea right here, if you could tell, right there, it's loose leaf tea. So you need a special strainer, which I got from Tivana, or you could just use a mug like this, the thermos that actually has the tea strainer built in, which I also got from Tivana. So why do I hate Tivana so much? Well, I don't really hate it. I just really get annoyed with their process. Okay, look for example at my receipt here. I'm going to cover up the name so you don't see it. Let's just let that focus in on there. Yeah, I asked for 2 ounces each of tea for each one. And what their upselling technique is giving you much more than you need and asking if it's okay. So yeah, look at that. 2.70 ounces versus 2. That's like that's like a 30 or 40% upsell increase. I mean, seriously, that's ridiculous. Man, imagine if a deli tried to pull that off. I mean, you would get busted so quickly for that scam. But I mean, I still get their tea because their tea is amazing, and I love their tea. But come on, if every company did that, say, whoops, I accidentally put this in your cart, do you still want it? Imagine if let's say 1 out of every 5 customers said yes, or maybe even 1 out of 10. That would increase profits like so much. But you know what? I still love their tea, and I'm still gonna go there. But honestly, cut it out.
Alright, here we go, a battle with Kirmanator, one of my old-time rivals and good friends. He leads off with Meteorz, I lead off with Reptar. I'm gonna be like, I was thinking about switching with like, let's go straight for the obvious Earthquake. So I go for the Earthquake, and he actually pulls off a trick. I'm like, what, Choice Band? Choice Specs. Okay then, well, oh well. So I send an H1 N1, and he sends in Trippy, his Dodrio, which I didn't really expect to see, because he asked for a standard, but whatever. I go for Ice Shard, and as you can tell, I'm using one of my classic Pokemon that I haven't used for a long time, and I don't quite kill it, which makes me sad, but, I mean, oh well, what can you do? So the Dodrio's going to be able to kill me off with Brave Bird, and he kills himself in the process, pulling off a Kamikaze type thing. So, that means I go down. And then the Sandstorm rages, and then he sends in Supernova, or DDR Supernova. Then I send in Wintergreen here. I'm going to go straight for Leech Seed, knowing I can survive anything it said dishes out. Uses a Fire Punch. Yeah, I'm a bulky beast. Look at that. Look at that damage to survive with 105. Got that? Yeah, in your face. I could survive you any day of the week. So yeah. Leftovers plus Leech Seed. I'm in good health, so I predict a switch, and I switch out to Reptar myself, and so I have a good type-up match here. Of course, I'm locked into Choice Specs, so I'm going to go straight for Earthquake, because I don't know what else to really go for. And I know he left it in to see what move I would lock myself into. So since it's Earthquake, he's going to send in his next Pokemon, which is Nautilus, or his Amistar. So I'm like, I would have predicted a switch to a Flying type. Oh, that's right, I killed off your Flying type. Whoops. So he sets up the rocks, which, kind of doesn't surprise me at all. I'm just going to go for another Earthquake since I'm locked into it. I mean, what else could I really do? I don't know what this Nautilus or this Amistar has, but let's find out. I take it to low red and he sets up the spikes. I'm like, oh, you're just going to set up entry hazards. Okay, fine, if you're going to play that game. Just go for an Earthquake, finish you off, I don't care. Just take out that thing, I don't really care at this point at all. All he wanted to do was set up spikes and stealth rocks, so whatever. Then he sends in Shrooms, his Breloom, and I'm like, well, crap, I got nothing for that. So he's breeding the substitute, so I send in Slushy to go for to break his sub, but he actually goes for a Spore straight off the bat. I'm like, well, crap. That puts me in, I wish I would have just waited if that was the case, but, oh well, what can I do? So I'm fast asleep, hoping I could wake up, and he sets up a substitute. I'm like, okay, wake up next turn, so you can break the sub. I don't want you to kill, I just want you to break the sub, please. Please break it. Still asleep. Stone Edge to the face. I'm like, oh, it has Stone Edge and opposes Seed Bomb. Well, I'm screwed. My team's toast. I'm done. Well, that was a good run. That was a good, fine run. So, I'm like, whatever. I'm just going to set in T-Tar here and go for the Ice Punch. He's going to go for a Focus Punch because, sub punch is like all standard, but so I go for Ice Punch, which fakes the sub. Obviously, if it didn't, well then I really need to put some more. I should have made this thing adamant instead. So it goes for the Focus Punch, which is going to take me out easily. I mean, there really should be no question there whether that would kill me or not. Oh, and he has Toxic Orb too, of course. While Breloom doesn't have Toxic Orb. So then I send Winter Green here. I'm like, well, I'm screwed. I am so screwed. But instead of going for Spore, he goes for the Stone Edge. But guess what? He misses. He got in your face using a freaking Breloom. Yeah, so I kill off his freaking Breloom with my Wintergreen. Yeah, Wintergreen's a beast. Eat it. Eat that Wintergreen. Yeah, you're a beast. And then he sends Inferno, so now I'm screwed. So he goes for Hidden Power Ice, or at least I think it's Ice. It does neutral damage. I don't see why it wouldn't be Ice. I mean, what else would do neutral damage? So send in Battle by here, I'm like, well, I'm screwed. I am so screwed. And he misses the Fire Blast. I'm like, yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, that's perfect. I couldn't have asked for that to be any better. Oh, God. So then he sends in his DDR Supernova next, but unfortunately, I'm your, Fascination Max, and you're gonna fail. So, yes, you're gonna fail within 5 seconds, because, you know, Scarf Rachi versus Magnezone is epic fail. I don't know what the rest of its moveset was, but I'm assuming it couldn't have been very good against BattleBot, so... Although there was one time I actually got killed. I actually got killed by a Scarf Rachi one time with my battle. Anyway, that's gonna be good game.
Ah, yes, that was a delightful ending.